Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, what's
You
up?
alright?
Yeah, what's up?
Tried to get you yesterday. Is everything alright?
Yeah, I wasn't answering the phone.
Alright. I want to ask you, can I use your bin? Because my black bin is full up.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Because I've got like 2 bags at the moment that can go now. Put them in tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for that. Because my one's overflowing.
Yeah.
And you know Jamie's moved out?
Yeah.
Council didn't know.
Yeah.
So he's going to sublet it, but I've just let them know what's going on. I just said to them, look, I said, I don't want any problem people up there. I said, because, you know, I had a lot of problems with them, and I asked the council if I have any more problems. I said, you know, I'm trying to study. I said, and I'm not going to be able to if I've got, you know, problems upstairs. So they said, OK, well, we'll take that into account and let us know what goes on if anybody moves in there, because we haven't been told it's vacant. And so John Banks said to me, so where they gone? I said, they've gone to Essex. They bought a place. He said, OK. He said, well, they certainly haven't given me the keys back. So I said, well, are you going to tell Michelle and who's our other housing officer?
Don't know.
I can't remember the name, but he said, yeah, he goes, I'll liaise with them and you just keep me informed what's going on. He said, phone me Monday or something. I said, well, I can't because I'm in college. I'll phone you Tuesday. So he said, all right. He said to me, because they're not allowed to sublet. So I said, no, I know that. I said, but that's what I think's going to happen. He said, right, well, let me know. I said, but it also looks like they're taking the kitchen out. He said, what? I said, they put a new kitchen in. It looks like they're taking it out. So he said, okay. He said, just keep me informed. I said, and please don't put any problem people up there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, whoever moves in, moves in. It's done the points back.
But John Banks said to me, just, you know, let's take one step at a time, let's see what happens, because obviously there is problems, we'll have to sort them out. I said, yeah. I said, you know, it's lovely at the moment. I said, can't I have that as well, make it into a house? Because that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I said, it'd be lovely, can I? He went, no, I don't think they'll do it somehow. Well, that's not nice.
So who told you that Jamie's moved out?
Jamie told me, but also I heard from Kim. But I saw Jamie with his van, and I said, hello, Jamie. I said, what, you moving out? He went, yeah. I said, all right, lovely. I said, oh, I thought you were moving out, so I wasn't too sure if you were actually decorating to everything out. He goes, no, we're moving.
Yeah, well, I'd stay out of it for a while.
Yeah, it's lovely and quiet at the moment. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I said to John Banks, I hope it stays like this, quiet. He said, well, let's see what happens. He said, hopefully it'll be nice and quiet. I said, I can't put up with what I put up with for 4 years with new people.
Well, you know, what happens, because John Banks hasn't got any say on who moves in. It's done on a points basis.
Well, I spoke to, I can't remember, our housing officer, and I told them, I said, look, I hope you're not going to put any problem people there.
They don't know that.
No, but oh yes they do, because they told me all about you, didn't they?
No, I'm not a problem, am I?
No, but they knew about, you know, well known with the police and everything. That's what I was told by
Yeah, well, I'm not a problem. No, all right. Is it on my council record that I got the police busted with 14 carry bags of ecstasy?
No, but
well,
what
then,
is, what
so
is
don't.
actually on your,
they don't know nothing about
no,
me.
but what's on your record is you're known to the police. That's because they told me that.
Yeah, but I've told them that also the police are well known to me.
Yeah. But they shouldn't tell anybody, should they?
Well, exactly.
Exactly. But they did. And I can't get into bloody study mode now. I'm going to have to tell a lie to college because I'm not going to get it in on the 14th. No way. I'm going to go to college tomorrow. So I didn't go in on Monday. No point. It was just a computer-based thing. I can do that at home. I haven't done anything, mind you, but there you go. All I bought is a Hoover and a television and a George Foreman grill that I've got to pick up on Thursday. But that's all I've done. I haven't done any study, don't want to do it, don't want to carry on with the course really at the moment because it's all political correctness. Fucking arseholes they are. But we'll see. I said to my dad, I'm not going to do anything until after Christmas. But they asked to speak to my dad. My dad said, what? Fucking hell. He goes, they're fucking stupid or what? I said, yep. He goes, I said to him, I could understand if I was 16, 17. I said, but I'm like 42. And he said, that's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens with the course and decide. If I get disciplinary for them emailing a tutor or something, I'm going to go to student union and probably resign, say fuck the course. Don't want to, but I might have to. For sanity, do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. You know, you chose to do a course, now you're saying you're not going to do it.
If I don't do it, it's because of the political correctness of the college, and I'm not going to be treated like I'm a 5-year-old, and I'm just pissed off with it. But I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm going to try to do some work now. I work till about 1 o'clock in the morning and go to bed. And then I will go to college tomorrow and see what that brings tomorrow. They gave me time off because all the shit that's been happening. But we'll see. Go from there. I tell you, you know you said that the Dyson isn't good?
No.
Absolutely brilliant it is.
It's over-designed, it's going to go wrong. There you go.
I've got a 5-year guarantee with it.
I don't care. Like I said, it's going to go wrong.
We'll see. At the moment, I've cleared... I mean, I hoovered with my old one, and I thought it was picking up everything. It filled up a dust bag. I redid it the same day, okay, with the new Dyson, and it did another big bag full. And I just thought, well, you know, my other one's just blowing it around the room, and it feels different, and it feels nice, don't feel stuffy. Used it again yesterday, filled up another bag, and I'm going to use it tomorrow. I'm really pleased with it at the moment. We'll see what happens with it. And then I lost, you know, the bit of the inside my wheel, you know, that little disc, lost another one. So I've got to try to nick one off a car. Because I'm not paying for them. They're 50 quid each. 50, 60 quid each. I ain't fucking paying for one of them. Or two of them. So there's a car not far from me. They've got exactly the same, you know, wheels. So I might try to take it off that. Just pop them off. Because, you know, not paying for them. If I can help it. Raj knocked on my door the other day, did he tell you?
No, I haven't seen him for a while.
He wanted to know if you were okay, because he hadn't heard from you.
Well, I don't know.
You know that night when you came over to me?
No.
The following day he knocked on my door and I said, no, I saw you last night. I said, you seem to be fine.
Yeah.
Because he said to me, how'd you go on at the hospital? And I said, well, I know you had the blood test done. I said, I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
So he wanted to know how you were, so maybe pop in and see him tomorrow or something. Have you had your results back?
For what?
Your blood test?
No.
Right. That you feel alright?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Alright, well, I'll let you get on because I've got to try to start and get into this project. I can't be arsed with it at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see if I can do it. Do something on it anyway. Alright, I'll let you go.
Alright then.
Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.